All right, good people, welcome, welcome to today's leadership class. I believe we are in week 3 of right does not is not equal to blessed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hopefully everybody has their letters that we've been talking about that you've written. If you forgot about it, go get it. Get your letters, and that way we'll be ready when he is on. When he comes on and is ready to get started.
I missed that one session, and that might have been the letter session. So you want to tell me what letter I was supposed to get to handle?
Okay, it's the letter to whoever is. Okay, let me make sure I say it right.
Whoever or whatever
There you go.
I remember
burns
that
your
one.
chives.
Okay,
She remembers
I
that.
did. I didn't miss that. I was driving on that one. Yeah, somebody did come up. Okay, thank you.
Yes, and y'all need y'all letters, and you need to bring them. Only those. Everybody's going to be blessed, but those of you who have your letters will be blessed. It is very important. Super duper uber crazy important. Tracy contacted me earlier. She's helping them kids out at some gymnasium thingy or something.
Well, she's on, but I guess she may still be there, but she's on.
But she's gonna have a camera off. I gave her permission to have a camera off.
Okay.
And Deanna's putting up groceries. So when she finishes, she'll have a camera on.
Excuse me, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
I just want you to know, and this is Adonia here? Adonia here? Yeah, she here. This is for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissed at you, all right?
All right. It's gonna get worse.
I came on late, okay? But I just sent Deanna 5 articles. Good. I wrote them today. I'm pissed at. Oh, okay. My bad. I'm
yes, good. It's gonna get worse today.
I'm due with you, boy. I'm due with you.
Yes. It's definitely gonna get worse because
It's gonna get worse.
Yes, because we talk about y'all trauma.
Good
we're talking about
God.
We're going through your letters. We're talking about your trauma. We're going through your letters. Your letters are very, 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 very important. We're going to start over on our letters. Now, you may not have to start over writing. We're going to start over in understanding. First order of business is before the end of today, you all will get new call information. All right, you're going to get new call information. Nothing's wrong, but Antonio, being Antonio, is changing the call information. So if you don't have 99% or 98%, whatever attendance, you can't get back in. But I did warn people. I did multiple times. 2, this is going to be a very easy, toned, and liberating class. 3, you ain't gonna like it. Just so we're clear. Trinace is already ready for me. She already ready. It's taking a half a day tomorrow already. I ain't even said nothing yet. And she is ready. So everybody get your letters. We're not gonna take time to write. We're gonna redefine what a stuck point is. A stuck point, Adonia, is something you cannot get past. So we're going to take Adonia for a moment, and we're going to talk about her divorce. Adonia, when did you get divorced? What year was it?
Oh my. Okay, my kid was 5.
5.
Oh Lord. Yeah,
5.
It's been quite some time.
I don't think I was born yet. No, I'm older than your child. That's right.
Sarah, is your VPN off?
Is he froze?
I believe so.
Oh, okay. I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I'm checking to see if he turned his VPN off. Jerome, stop clapping.
Okay. You ain't that old. Okay. My fault. No. I started to call in, but I decided against it because I have a mental health issue going on. But anyway, we'll just go from there. Can you hear me, Grace?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Zoom.
All right, hold on.
Enter your
Okay.
meeting ID followed by pound.
Just hey, hold on, y'all. Let me mute up real quick. Monique.
All right, people. Okay. Miss Adonia, how old is your daughter now?
I'm not telling because then you're gonna realize how old I am. Actually,
No, I wouldn't. I would
let's
not.
see. How old is my kid? 40. My kid is, yes, I will be 60 in a few weeks. Yes. But
Right
anyway,
now.
God, my kid is 40. Shoot, she might be 42. Hold on.
Wait, wait a minute. Okay, what year was you born? Okay.
I'm thinking of my year. She's 40. Jesus Lord, my child. 42.
She was born in 80?
I was right out of high school, teenager,
All right.
thinking I was
Okay,
grown.
we might be. Your kid might be the same age.
She said
You
she's
might be the
42.
same
She's
age.
my age.
Oh, she older than me. All right, then. Well, okay then. Yeah, I would nothing but
One.
wet behind the ears with
He was
those
one.
folks saying no. The way she got divorced, I
Oh,
was 4.
you were 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 4. I was still wearing speed racer pajamas and underwear.
Come on, Speed
4.
Racer.
And
Go
Mighty
Speed
Mouse.
Racer.
What's really sad is I know
Yeah.
who Speed Racer is, and I love that music.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go Speed
Mighty
Racer,
Mouse.
go.
That
Smurfs.
jingle, yeah.
Smurfs had new episodes coming on TV. Yes.
Stop it.
Big Bird. All right. Adonia, I want you to think about the one thing that your ex-husband did that you still to this day say, I can't believe he did this. I just cannot believe this son of God, there you go, did this. Yeah, I just cannot believe it. Now, here's the deal. When you find that, Fabi, that's a stuck point. We got to word it. But if this has been 40 years and you still can't believe, that's a stuck point. Your brain has stuck itself in that traumatic event. Your body's moved on. A large portion of you moved on. But your trauma has not moved on. And remember, the reason why we're doing this is because you are attracting through your trauma, not your conscious. Remember this, because whatever your subconscious mind has within it, your life has without of your subconscious mind. Whatever is on the outside of your body is in your mind. So as you're praying, Lord, send me $1,000. Your God ain't worth $1,000. I'll wait. If you got to ask for something, if you got to ask for $1,000, if you got to pray for $1,000, your God is not worth $1,000. You're hoping. What prayer is? You're hoping to invoke the $1,000 worth. No, you don't pray that she get respect. No, you're going to give it. Because anything that she is, you can afford. Or go and keep it moving.
You're
Come on,
talking.
help me, somebody. Okay, thank you so much. So if you got to ask God for $1,000, your God is worth far less.
Reverend.
Subconsciously, you're saying, ooh, he is who should be worshipped. Except for when it comes to you, you've got some stuck points stopping you from experiencing the fullness of God, is what Phil Sorrentino would say on stage while ripping off a teddy bear, a head. That's an honest to God, that's a real thing. All right, that's a real thing. I'm gonna use that joke every chance I get because that is a real thing that I still to this day will never gonna forget. I want you all to think about your stuck point. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. Does everybody have the document that I sent to y'all last time? So you should have, okay, you're going to have this one. Oh, no, you're not going to have that one. That's money. Sorry. You're going to have this one. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep it simple. And you're going to have, this happened to me. So Adonia is saying, yeah, let me tell you what this did. Right there. He did this with his trifling cell phone. We can replace the word cell phone with an A word, you know. And then you're going to say, so now that Adonia say, yeah, he had a nerve to tell me my spaghetti wasn't better than his mama's spaghetti. She couldn't even cook. That's the event. Then the stuck point is, I tell myself he's a mama's boy. All he ever gonna do is love his mama more than he loved me. You're gonna write all that down. And then it's gonna make you feel a certain way. And for that feeling a certain way is oh, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, Phil has it. There you go. Yeah, I need to. Hopefully, y'all printed it out because I can't find it. It's nowhere near my little space here. There you go. Phil has it. So you're gonna go to one of those feelings. This makes me feel a certain way. Who does not have this ABC? It's perfectly okay. You're not gonna get in trouble. I will resend it to you. I remember I sent it to people's phones too, if I'm not mistaken. All right, looks like everybody has ABC.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it. Jamal didn't get it. That makes sense.
Okay. I'll email it to him too.
All right. So you're going to email and text. Jamal, please don't text and drop. There you go. There we go. Okay.
I'm sitting still.
ABC. You're sitting still. We're good. You can text and drive all you want while sitting still. Now, here's the settings wheel. Settings wheel. Too much technology. Here's the feelings wheel. Just showing it for camera's sake. The feelings wheel, because I want it on the recording. This is the feelings wheel. It's incredible. It's incredible, and everything comes back to these 6 feelings. Now what we're gonna do, everybody is going to give me your B. Just your B, unless your B, if your B got super details in it, all y'all not as brave as Fabby. Everybody can't be as brave as Fabby, you know what I'm saying? Unless your B got super details in it, you can just hold on. Okay, Fabby, let's use you first because you are excellent and you communicate very well. You had to, now you don't have to reach it, for sake of time, we're not gonna read our letter right now. We're just gonna say that B part. This is stuff point. And if you're confused, no worries. Just talk and I'll stop you when I hear it.
My B part or my D part?
What the C part is, how did it make you feel? But I want to get to the B part right now because I'm using you as an example to help everybody else. You give me one from last week or you give me a new one because you should have, like, every paragraph, every line should have a stuck point in it. Go ahead, Abby.
So one of my B, which I said last time, was I feel I didn't say this. I feel angry, bitter towards him for what he is doing to me.
Okay, so the stuck point is what he's doing to me. Not the angry, not the bitter. That's the C. That's the C. You get it? I feel angry, I feel bitter. That's the C. What he's doing to me. So let's tackle this, Fabby. What is he doing to you?
Not paying me back my money.
Okay, so he's not paying you back money. What else?
Blocked me.
Blocked you.
Going through it all alone.
Letting you have your baby all alone. I need all 3 of those down. Grace, could you please put all 3 of those down? Now, I'm going to use just Fabby. We're going to go through this, Fabby, as a warning. You're going to feel victorious, pissed. You got me messed up. He got me messed up. God is good. And every other emotion in between as we walk through this here, okay? You're going to feel all these joints because that's the point. That's the point. We got 3 stuck points. What's the stuck points? Hold on, I'm going to share my ABC again. What's the stuck point? The stuck point is, oh, hold on. Got stuff in front of me. I tell myself something. What's bothering Fabi is not that she's angry. No. Not that she's bitter. No. What's bothering her is what he did. Does everybody get this? She's not bothering her. He is. The block is bothering her. The making me be you're going to leave me at 8 months? And then you owe me money. So you're going to use me, knock me up, and then leave. These are the things in her head. And these are the things in her next, well, I don't want to say next relationship, but this reconciliation is an option, always an option. I know she's going to be like, no, the hell it ain't. And I understand. I'd say the same thing, child. Believe me, trust me. That's I understand. Trinae's already with you, girl. So you understand? All right, so it's all good. But I want you to process that I am angry, that's C, because you blocked me. That's a punishable offense by death, is it not, in 2022?
Yeah.
Is it not? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for keeping it real with me. Real fabulous. Because if you block me, that's punishable by death. If you block me and delete my number and my text message thread.
Oh no, he deletes the messages all the time. So I know the text messages are gone.
How many of you know I'm mad at you all day long, but if I delete our text message thread, it's over. So we ain't friends no more. We ain't friends no more. Kid was like, I don't want none of them pictures. Get them out my phone. Facebook, don't remind me of him. I don't want to get no friend anniversaries about him. Yeah, I don't want to. That's all right. Okay.
Man, those be the worst ones. Okay.
Oh, this day 6 years ago, you used to fool with this person used to like you.
Yeah. I went through my other pictures one time and I almost had a heart attack because I saw this dude and I said, oh my God, I thought I erased all them daggone pictures.
So that's why you don't put him or her on your social media.
I didn't.
Because you don't need Facebook to remind you.
Absolutely.
Facebook don't remind me of nobody because ain't nobody on there.
You know what the iPhone does though? The iPhone pops up memory April 2020.
It sure does. Yes, it does.
It sure does. I don't know when they started
and
that.
makes you a little collage.
Out of line. Yeah.
That's what they do on Androids too.
That's all right. I don't know what made them start making them pictures of social media. Don't remind me. She don't even like my statuses no more. You know. All right, so we get it. Stuff point is you blocked me. And I can't get over that. Now, you may not be admitting that to yourself. It may be something like, you blocked me and you did wrong for that. That feels good, doesn't it, Trinae? That feels real good. You blocked me and you know better. You blocked me and that did it to you. So you know how I feel. All that stuff. Get it?
No,
Okay.
I'm more angry at the fact that I'm blocked, but he never blocked her. Why am I blocked?
Can we get that as the fourth one, please? Please. Yana, would you instruct the witness to write that down as a 4th stuff point, please? And let's make that number 1 stuff point, please, if we can. Let's make that number 1 stuff point.
Can I just say something to that? Because that is so true. Like when you're in a relationship with a guy or female or whatever, for some reason they can't block the other person when they're with you, but they can block you from the other people. That is so crazy to me.
But here's the other thing that's worse. Why are we always blaming the girl? Why are we always blaming them? You know, they the bad person, but their behavior may not have been why the dude got with him in the beginning. So we always pointing at the finger at the guy. But what about the woman's part in the, don't get me started, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord.
The only time I won't blame the only time I won't blame the woman is if she don't know. But if she knows, and yeah, she got some blame in it too.
No,
Because I
she
watched
don't.
trash TV for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but I watched when I was out of town. I watched Cheaters, and this is what was going on. Like they cheating and then get busted, and then the girl or the wife or whatever want to beat up the other woman. Well, what about the man that's married to you? But okay, I digress.
Yeah, here in this case, she doesn't know. She hasn't been around for her son for years. So she doesn't even know that she's blocked, unblocked. She don't know. She don't know nothing.
So the psychology of that in my thought process is like the man who separated for a year and 9 months, a year and 10 months, a year and 11 months. He be expecting that she go come back, something go happen and she go call and he want to be available. So that's my thought. And I'll be
That's my thought as well.
Nobody just said anything that wasn't relatable or valid. And let's just make that very clear. It is clear, Otis. We struck some oil on that last one, didn't we? 5 people had something to say, Kid Johnson.
I'm glad.
We struck some
glad
oil.
I'm glad people are coming out at my expense with their triggers.
Yes. Grace, type down for me. He blocked me, but didn't block that basketball. He blocked me, but didn't block her. There you go. He blocked me, but didn't block her. That's now number 1. Yes, this is. She said it's resonating. So here we go. We're going to tackle all 4 of these stuck points. Do the other one for me, Grace, and do 2, 3, and 4, because I'm gonna keep going back to it. I'm gonna tackle all 4 of these stuck points. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been taking you through ABC because I need you to receive and understand greatly ABC because we have to move forward because we don't want your life stopping at C. Cool? Now watch this. When I say evidence for, when I say evidence against, if it cannot be proved in a court of law, you cannot write it down. Okay, it's a good thing I called in, Grace, because my whole thing just frozen. Can you hear me, Grace?
Yeah, we can hear
you. Good thing I called in.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I called in. I'm gonna say this again. OT Channy Chan. I'm gonna say it again. If I be lifted up, no, I'm just joking. If I say evidence for, and I'm about to, and then I say
Did he freeze?
Okay, he did, but and then he's muted.
I don't know if I mute myself or I still keep it unmuted. I'm gonna mute myself just in case.
Okay. I wonder if he muted his phone because he may have to talk to someone in his house because he's on the phone. So he called in because I know it's
no, the thing just messing up.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I had to do *6. The thing just messing up. That's okay. Every time it logs back in, Grace, you need to say *6. It's about to do it right now because we got it on auto mute.
Okay. *6.
There we go. Just did it. See it? That's what caught me up. When it pops me back in, it goes through that process. And my VPN is off. But anyway. What I was saying was when I say evidence for, if you can't prove it in the court of law, if I get to say, objection, Your Honor, witness is speaking feelings, it can't be written down. If I let the body is like, you know what, this is some bullshit. I don't already see where you're going, and I just don't like nothing about this. what we're getting ready to do, Adonia, is yeah, just see, fam, you got some good facial expressions. Okay, remember this. We are not proving you wrong, Antonio. We are challenging your trauma thoughts, your traumatic thoughts. That's all we're doing. Ain't no, but I said this class is gonna be. Phil was there. He heard me. I said this is gonna be an easy tone class, and you ain't gonna like it. Is what I said. I said that. Now you know why. Now you know why. So if you hear me say, and I'm about to, I'm gonna say, Frida. So what's the evidence for that? He blocked me. What does that mean? Well, he didn't block her, and I'm gonna say, is there any evidence for that? And then I'm gonna say, is there any evidence against that? And you're gonna have to go with facts on facts on facts. If you are making an assumption, you're not gonna like this a little bit from now. Is Fabi making an assumption? No. Is she still making an assumption now that she's blocked? Yes. She knows for a fact he didn't block her to a point. She does not know anything else after that. Uh-oh. 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 Come on.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
So let's go with it. Let's go with it. If when you do this, I have to say this respectfully. We know all disease comes from stress. Stress can multiply in all sorts of different ways. You can have the most positive person on the planet have cancer because they don't worry about bills. They worry about their husband who worries about bills. So they worry about their husband at the time they're worrying about bills. You see what I just did there? Your trauma is so sneaky that it has manifested your outside world and never told you a thing about it. It just manifested it on your behalf without you even knowing. Frida, tomorrow is already manifested for you, and your subconscious did not give a damn to ask you if that's what you wanted. I know y'all can hear me, but is there some recognition since I can't see y'all faces no more?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow is already built out for you. Fabi, your brain did not care to ask you if it would be okay. It just didn't. I'm preparing to hit star 6 as soon as it comes back in. So give me one moment of silence. All right, Fabi.
Yes.
Here we go. Fabi.
Yes.
Evidence 4. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. You're going to show me those 1, 2, 3, 4 in lineups for me.
I've never wanted
While
to
I'm-
drink so much. Just every week
I
I
know.
talk
I
and
know.
I just want to take a shot.
I
I just
know.
wanted to put that out there. Anybody else? No, just me. Okay.
No. Me too.
You're not alone.
Me too. Except for she can't, right?
Yeah,
She
Ooh.
can't. Yeah. So terrible. It's so terrible. It's like, and then
Drink one
the
for
baby
me.
going. Yes. I need the fourth one, Grace. There's 4 of them.
I got your back,
Four of them
girl.
in
I
the
got
fourth.
The
your
block
back.
one. The block one was twice because you added. He
Oh, okay.
blocked me but didn't block her. You added
All
but
right.
didn't block her. The block me was the other one.
Yeah.
So let's start there. While I'm doing Fabi's, y'all are going to do your own. Fabi, evidence for him blocking you. Is there evidence for?
Yes.
Of course there is. And give your trauma, I know you thought I was going to say, no, it ain't Fabi. Yes, it is. And give your trauma brain a voice. It's perfectly okay. What's the evidence for? I need you to write it down. Say that out.
I'm sorry,
Say it out loud. What's the evidence for?
that he blocked me. I don't understand.
I'm sorry. What evidence do you have that he blocked you?
Well, my messages don't go through. You know how WhatsApp has like, you can see the picture and the last scene, and when the messages are sent, they have two arrows, but if they're red, they're in blue. If they're unread, they stay in silver. But if you're blocked, it's one arrow.
And it just
So
stays
he
in
blocked
one
me
arrow.
here. So he blocked me here. And then I said, oh no, this motherfucker didn't just block me. So I went and got my other number that he doesn't know I have. And I sent him a message there and called him there. And then he blocked me on there too. So I
That's
know
kind of
for
what
a
block
fact.
means.
That's
kind of
I know
block
for
means kind of that.
yeah, that's I know for a fact I'm blocked. And then he
Gotcha.
went and blocked, and then he went and blocked me on Facebook and whatnot. Yeah.
All right, so you can't find him on Facebook either, right? On all them social media.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Well, we know you got him with your secret profile. We know you got him with your burner account. That's all. Look, she's saying that damn sure do.
I know. I can see him through the other account, but I can't see him with my account, so I know I'm blocked.
All right, good. So write that down. Now watch this here. What's evidence against her being blocked? Uh-oh. I could think of one immediately. After you were blocked, you don't know he got you blocked no more. Uh-oh. See it?
Actually, yeah, I do, because I check on it daily.
No doubt. Or he could be dead. Somebody stole his phone and is impersonating him. I'm being a bit facetious, but I have a point. Yana, may I finish? Okay. I'm getting to it, Yana. Okay. Yana told me to hurry up and get to the point. Yes, that's what happens in Matlock. That's what happens in Matlock, y'all. Okay. So let me do it. But if she's not there, if she can't see that he has her blocked, then maybe he doesn't. In this case, that's all a bunch of BS. There's no evidence against. Congratulations. You win this particular challenge.
Yeah,
But we're
because
not
I
done
got
yet.
another phone and I can find him on there. So yes, I know I'm blocked.
And you're very passionate about it, okay? Now watch this here. Does this happen out of habit or fact? What this means right here, Trinace, is this stuck point. Is this a habit that has always happened, or is it a fact that he always blocks you?
This is a habit of his that he always does.
There you go. It's a habit. Watch this here. If it's a habit, that automatically means that it is not something based in fact. Therefore, she has permission not to be stuck by it. We're not there yet. And if it's out of habit and it's his habit, why is she making her feelings responsible for it? That was deep there, Trinace. That was deep. If it's his habit, why is she bearing the responsibility for the feelings? Don't act like that wouldn't fly. I got a week to work on these classes.
It was, sir. It was real fly. I liked it.
Yeah. Now, of course, her trauma brain is like, oh, we didn't think of that. No, of course. Trauma brains ain't supposed to think of nothing. They're supposed to hurt and make assumptions of why they hurt. That's it. That is it. That's all. Are trauma brains wrong? No. Trauma brains are absolutely right. Just doesn't serve you in any way. I'll give you a great example. I hate going to Walmart. Now this is you can only do this with years of self-awareness, therapy, and introspection. There's no way you can do this without this, okay? So this is not natural. Read her comment. he might though. He might. He seems the type. He seems the type. I hate Walmart. Yes. No, I don't. I don't hate Walmart. Now remember, this can only happen with years of therapy, attention, self-awareness. I'm about to say, this is a bombshell I'm about to drop. I hate Walmart, Janae. I ain't gone. That's not the truth. The truth is, I can go to Walmart by myself. What I do is, I put on my headphones, I listen to a book, I go in, I get what I gotta do, I run back out. That's what I do. Like, I'm not gonna walk around the store because I don't do that anywhere. There's nothing that I beat around the bush in my life. I just don't do it. If I'm doing something, I'm coming to win. So I'm not gonna walk around Walmart. But Otis, I've been saying my whole life, I don't like Walmart. I hate Walmart. Ooh, I ain't going to Walmart. And then, watch my trauma brain, Frida. Oh no, too many people there. I'm an introvert. It drains me. PTSD. I don't want to be on guard. I don't want to stab nobody. Y'all not listening. Oh, come on. Every last one of these excuses are absolutely valid.
Now I don't want to stab nobody. Wait a minute, sir.
Well, hey, watch your step. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Mm-hmm. I want you to hear this. I want you got yourself muted down. I want you to hear this. Go ahead. We listen.
I'm sorry, I was talking to the little one.
Oh, okay. Look, I want you to hear this. I do got PTSD. I do have PTSD, so for me not going to Walmart makes sense. I don't like crowds. I do have antisocial personality disorder. I don't like crowds. I am always on guard. I am vigilant. All that's a lie. Now, the truth is, Trinace, and this is for you, because we've been talking, we've been helping you. Truth is, all that's true. Every single thing about that is true, Fatty. It ain't true for me. Here's the real truth. My trauma brain grew up without a mother. So I've never been nurtured. And the only time I got to go to Walmart field is with the wife. That's a nurturing event, isn't it? Rewind, press play.
Wow.
I can go to Walmart by myself.
Wow.
Adonia, I'm killing this right now. I go to Walmart by myself. Put my headphones on, ignore the hell out of y'all, no problem. I'm drained, ain't no problem. But since I grew up, Trinace, without being nurtured, when Kim, gotta go to Walmart, it's with some woman I'm with. Which means I got to listen to you say, well, let's go down this aisle. And the only way I get to shut the bleep up is to nurture you. Yes, honey. Yes, dear. And since I hate nurturing, because I've never been nurtured, my trauma brain, I'm trying to help you, Savvy, my trauma brain says I'd rather die than go to Walmart. I would rather be dead than nurture this woman who loves me. So I ain't going. You go.
Wow. Good Lord.
Antonio, how you know this? Cause this same thing happened. So me and Trinace together. She'd be like, babe, let's watch a movie. I'm busy. I'm not fucking busy. I don't want you to pick something that I don't necessarily want to watch. And it's a 98% chance you're going to pick something that I don't want to watch. And when you pick it, I then have to submit, dataize myself, and nurture your pick. Yeah, baby, that was a good one. And then here's the worst part, Damali. Then I got to actually get into it so I can enjoy this damn movie. Is y'all hearing me? I got to enjoy this movie, which makes me feel even worse because now I'm nurturing, and then I say, damn, I couldn't get this work done. I won't say it out loud because I want some knick-knack at night, but I'm saying it in my head. It's because any act of nurturing, Adonia, my brain says I'd rather be dead than spend quality time with Adonia. And then when I do that to Adonia, since she got abandonment issues, her brain says, oh, she gonna leave me like everybody else. So now Adonia ain't dating Antonio. Antonio ain't dating Adonia. We dating each other's triggers and drama. Yes, that actually happens every single time. And it all comes back to the childhood trauma. Somehow my brain made two unnecessary dumb leaps, and then I get Tawala and Trinae. Two unnecessary dumb leaps, Otis. Leap number one. Well, I don't deserve to be nurtured, so I hate it. Leap number two. Anything that makes me nurture, I'd rather die. So since I can't kill myself, Fabby, I'll kill this relationship. You go to Walmart by yourself. And if you don't like that, we shouldn't be together. That may sound rude, but ain't that what we do?
Yep.
That's what we do. You may not do it about Walmart, but you do it about him liking football, don't you? Nah, baby, just watch it by yourself. I'll go watch my own stuff. Y'all get it?
And you know, my last relationship, the date I had, we never went to Walmart without one another. We had the worst falling out because I didn't want to get up. I was like, you can go to Walmart by your damn self. And she was like, oh, you don't want to go to Walmart with me? You don't want to go to Walmart? I said, hell no. And we had the worst falling out. I mean, the kids wanted to call the police. We didn't throw blows, but it was the worst fight
but it was
ever
almost
had.
there. It was almost there.
I was like, man. Oh boy, every time I drive by Walmart, I think of her for some odd reason.
Walmart ain't had nothing to do with his relationship, but every time he drive by.
Exactly, every
trauma.
time.
Walmart minding their business, making trillions of dollars, messing up his mindset.
So just so I get this clear,
what I did for you, Fab, is I explained DE. I explained DE, but we're about to get to him with you, but go ahead, though.
Yeah, so just so I get this clear, you got me kind of sweating, and I don't sweat. It's his trauma that isn't allowing him to move past. Oh, I don't know what happened. It's his trauma that isn't allowing him to move past certain points in our relationship.
That's absolutely correct. And you're doing it to him too. You don't know it because trauma victims are always innocent.
True.
What, can you elaborate on I'm doing it to him too?
Yes. You see that invisible stuff I just talked about Walmart? You're doing stuff you ain't even processed yet. And then you're doing stuff to him because he did it to you first. And you're saying, well, I wouldn't have did that if you didn't do this. And you're making yourself innocent as if tit for tat is a real thing you're supposed to do. I wouldn't yell if you wouldn't yell. If you didn't block me, I wouldn't have to do all this calling. I get it. We blame our negative character trait on what Kim did to me in our relationship. Well, since you did this, Kim, that's why I acted like that. There's never been a trauma victim on the planet that's been innocent. That's been guilty. This is every 7.8 billion humans. And right now, if you're confused, the people who struggle the biggest with trauma, I can actually call y'all out. Fabi, Bernace, Adonia, Yana Grace, Sandra, Frida. Everybody I just named. Oh, wait. And Prophet Jerry. Everybody I just named. Y'all gonna use this excuse on me. Well, I don't know. I gotta process it. You see my lips twisted? Lies. You don't need to process. That was cold hard truth. What you're calling process is, I disagree. Therefore, I'm astute. Look at Fabi laughing. I'm astute on it for a little bit. And when I calm down, the Lord showed me a sign somewhere. Then, if I feel like it, I'll say, you know what? You was right. Because by then, you got your power back to say, you know what? You was right. And even when you do it, even when you tell me, Damala, you're really saying, you know what? I thought about it, and on my terms, did I think you was right? That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And what that really is, it's not a character issue, it's a trauma issue. Hear me very well. I didn't say y'all doing anything wrong. It's called cognitive avoidance and a few other things, and I'll show them to you. It's avoidance. Here, I'm going to say it again. I didn't say you were wrong, Trinae. Your brain heard me say, he calling me out. That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said. No,
exactly, right?
That's also what I heard.
see? He
And
keep
then I
using it as an example.
then I wanted to defend it with, but I only did it once. And once I confirmed I was blocked, I left him alone because me and my baby mean too much.
Oh, that's good. That's good. No, that's real good. My
I
point.
know I got control issues, so no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you next anyway. No, you next anyway. Go ahead.
I already know. I'm not gonna agree with you right away. I'm gonna say, well, give me some time to process it. I do my grandmother's best friend like that all the time. She said, well, Tracy, you want such and such, such and such. I said, I hear you. I hear you talking, Barbara. Yeah, you know, I'm telling you the truth, and I know you go process it and then tell me I'm right. And I'm like, yeah, you know how I'm gonna do you. So we go end this conversation about that and go on to something else. So
we coming right back to that. We gotta have control. I'm so glad you said it. We coming right back to that. I'm gonna get to Walla and Kabaya together because she at work, and I don't want somebody to go flatline and she gotta go pump on their chest. Come on, Tawala, you have your chest up. You have your hand up. Oh, okay. She said you good. So Trey, come on back here. Come on back here.
So what you were describing about Walmart, I was thinking about my son. Like, he got babies with this girl, and she been complaining to me. He don't ever want to watch movies with us. He don't ever want to go on vacation with us. He don't ever want to do this. He don't ever want to do that. And I've talked to him about it, and I was like, well, Kwame, this is what I think. I think that you have some stuff that has happened to make you uncomfortable with going on vacation because your concern is taking care of your family. You don't have to get over that. But the other part is you tell her you don't go to the movies with her and the kids, and you don't watch movies with her and the kids because the kids are loud. They are loud. They loud. But you have to make the decision that you go invest the time with your children. Period. Whether it's her or not, but you got to invest it with your kids.
I like everything you said.
Your excuse is they loud. Your excuse is she don't listen to you. That's the other excuse. She don't listen to you. She make decisions on her own. She asks you, but then do opposite of what she asks you to do. So you have to just tell the truth about this. Now at this point, she cheating on him. Not little cheat, big cheat. So now she cheating on you. now you like, well, man, I done tried to do what she asked me to do, but now but on to what her, she's still living, but she said, well, my father said that we were loud. So now you've partnered with a man who says the same thing about you and your family that your father said about y'all. So this is a good conversation. We're gonna have to talk about this week.
It is a good conversation. I can't wait to talk to your son. I would tell your son, I wonder, do you actually like those kids?
Or is it her?
Well, that was coming next.
So
do you like her? Or do you just like her body parts?
I found out recently it's her, because when she tried to go back, he said, no, I can't be having sex with you because you still doing what you doing, and I'm not trying to get confused in that. So it's her that he don't like anymore.
There you go. At least he loves himself to know. Oh, I can get this somewhere else without confusion. All right. Watch this here. This is what I was doing with Fatty. Is it habit or fact? All right. Watch this here. Not including all the information. He blocked you, Fatty. What information does that not include? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
I have a good example, but y'all don't like when this happens. So I can give you an example and you can go like, oh, I get it. Or I can give you an example that make you remember it forever. But you ain't gonna like the second one.
Okay? I already don't like, so go ahead.
Well, fair enough. BET Awards, I believe it was. Chris Brown didn't make it. Got into a fight with Rihanna. Mm-hmm. Or he hit Rihanna. Mm-hmm. It was some folk out there that said, well, wait a minute. What Rihanna did, though? And everybody flipped. I see all of you avoiding trauma people who need to process. You damn sure had a problem with what I just said. Abby, if you blocked, one of the first things that this does not include is what you did for him to make himself feel like he has to block you. Before you answer, told you were gonna like this class today. Because remember, people only do what you have poured into them.
No, that's
we can't
bullshit.
admit. Come on.
No, that's bullshit. You want to know why? You want to know why that's bullshit? Because he may be all kinds of ways with me, and I never poured into him all the shitty ways that he is with me. Ever. True. What you did, and we'll come back to that. What that is, I'm not telling you you're wrong. What I'm telling you is you're comparing evil for evil. Like, I wasn't as evil to him as he was to me, thus again making yourself an innocent trauma victim. We all do it. Okay. Listen to me very well. We all do it. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all brain is hearing, he talking about me. No, I'm not. Fabi flat out said that's bullshit. And the truth is, Fabi, it is bullshit. To your trauma brain. And I need you to embrace that you think is bullshit. Do not, under any circumstances, hear me tell you that's not a right feeling. Because if you don't embrace this feeling, if you don't come to grips with this feeling, you're never going to be free from this man. Assuming that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Never. You must. See, let me explain this. It's got chills. One of the biggest ways I had to get over my trauma, and I'm sure people like me feel, Adonia, probably just us. John Calloway, we do this here. My biggest problem, Fatty, was when I got angry, I wouldn't call it anger.
I'll say like, no, we just wouldn't do that. Or nope, I couldn't allow it. Or this. And I wouldn't reconcile in my head. This angered me because to be angry was to be sinful. To be angry was to be like my daddy. To be angry was to lose control. And none of these things are true. One of the 6 core feelings is anger. And it is perfectly fine to be angry. But Antonio would not allow himself to be angry because I was too ascended to be angry. I was too smart to be angry. I had too much self-control to be angry. So I had to put some cocoa butter and make it a sweet funnel cake and stuff. When the truth is, I should have just said, no, that angered me. And until I admitted that what you did really, it angered me. And I'm stopping it here. Until you, and I hope you hear me, let yourself be genuinely angry, you're not going to set healthy boundaries. It can't just be bullshit. That's not genuine anger. It's certainly anger. But it has, when you say it's bullshit, you're saying that's no with no possibility of any truth in it. And it can't be, because people are provoked to do things. I'm not telling you, you provoked him. It's possible. So let's pull this back up again. It's possible. So it says, what information is this not including? It's possible. You didn't do nothing. The situation triggered him. But here's the deal. Once you challenge, it's bullshit. And you say, well, maybe I didn't do nothing, but maybe Antonio's right. Maybe the situation triggered him. Then you're forced to have compassion for him. But ain't no way in the world is we giving the folk compassion when we mad at them. Come on, y'all.
Sure, not at all. What are you talking about? I'm mad.
The only compassion I have is I pray for him. I pray God touches his heart, and I pray for his son, and I wish them well. That's my compassion.
The last part, we'll leave the last part out. The rest of it was good.
Yeah.
Well,
Whenever
I
Chris
ain't
Grace,
praying for you though, man. No, just fall off the face of the earth.
fair enough.
And I wish you well.
Fabi, you ain't said this, but me and Grace would have some fun. Let's, for Grace, all the way Christians tell people, go to hell.
Yes. God bless you.
God bless you. I wish you well.
That's it.
My hands is off it.
Like, yes, my hands.
It's in God's hands.
That's it.
No.
Because
No,
she said, I wish you well.
really,
I was like, she said, kiss my hand.
No.
You know what?
We just having fun.
I really, with like my heart, I love that man so much. I'm a Scorpio. Okay. I love that man so much.
Lord, another Scorpio.
Yes. I can be vindictive if I wanted to. I can't be. I know exactly where he lives. I'm not going to go there. Why? Because I'm not going to lower myself for that. I'm too much woman for that, for any of that.
Well, Trinace and Deanna is saying, F your dog, F your mama, F you, F your baby and your son and any future baby, F your block, F your car, F your grandma with them good ass pies he made.
That's why I would have to move in a high rise with security.
Yeah, me.
I had y'all pictures up there, Fabi. I said, man, if you see any one of them, just call 911. Don't even
just call 911.
No, to me, I am grateful and feel extremely blessed to carry a baby with somebody that I love, even regardless of whatever his choices were that brought him to block me, whether it was me, whether it was his trauma, whether it was whatever it was, be that as it may, I feel blessed. I have my child, and one way or another, my child and me are going to make it through. And I really do wish him well. I don't wish him any bad. Why? Because I feel like that's me blocking my own blessings. You
Well,
know?
you're clearly telling the truth because look, energy don't lie. We can tell you telling the truth. Just trust me. Trace ain't trying to say none of that, and we can tell she telling the truth. we can tell when you're telling the truth. No doubt. But hear me. This is where you got to write this down. I want you to write down all the information. Your stuck point. He blocked me, or let me push it further. He raped me. I need you to write down all the stuff that your stuck point is not including. So let me go to the he raped me people. Okay. Here's what your stuck point is not including. Your stuck point is going to say things like this here. I shouldn't have went to that party. You know what? Let's just deal with I should have knew better. I shouldn't have went to that party. Can we for the you rape and molest victims, can we say that we've all said that I knew better, I saw the flags, and is it I got my hand up first if you don't mind. I got mine. Is it too embarrassing for you? I can pick another subject. Okay, got at least one. All right, here we go. So what your I should have known better is not taken into account, Renee, was not taken into account, Antonio, is how could you? Somebody took their relationship, manipulated and twisted it, completely abused their authority over you, and violated you. That's what's not in your stuck point. What's not in your stuck point is you not letting yourself be a real victim. You got compassion for one, but no compassion for you. Help me, somebody. Nah, because Fabi, I've already diagnosed you, boo-boo.
So that's
Okay,
those people those people who blame themselves for everything?
Yes, but in this case, Fabi's different. Fabi's always strong. So Fabi's not allowed to complain. And Fabi has a good faith life. So Fabi's going to give it to the Lord. Yeah, you keep giving shit to the Lord and don't allow yourself to be a victim, and see how strong your Christian walk will be. Amen. I know I know for sure, because if you know somebody in the church right now that's been raped or molested, and they had to deal with that all the way from childhood, and the whole church, the whole family kept it secret because what happens in his house stays in his house. Would you please unmute your mic and say something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know these people. That's because we put our faith over our health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to just be like, man, fuck him. Fuck his dog.
Yes.
Fuck his mom.
Yep.
Fuck his
Yep.
kid. Fuck his ex.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck he comes around. I'm supposed to say that.
So question.
If you feel that way, yes. Yes.
Until you get over it. Because you have to allow yourself to
Yeah.
feel that. Because if you don't allow yourself to feel that and go through that, then you're bottling it up on the inside. And at some point it's going to come out as something else.
Yeah,
you
have to feel that emotion in that moment.
Yeah.
Wallow in it. What does it feel like? Why does it feel like it? And then that'll help you move through it. It's like a birthing process.
Yeah.
It's just like you there and it's incubating and then it's born and you have moved through that process. You've moved through that canal of hurt.
Yeah.
Fabi, let me say something to you. I've already diagnosed you. That's why I keep using that as an example. Because no. Well, let me tell you why I keep using an example. I keep using an example because your growth is actually pretty profound. You've grown since I've talked to you the first time till you've been here. Let me make this very clear. And you kept your word on the deal. Y'all, yes, absolutely. You kept your word on the deal y'all made with me. You remember the deal? It was me, you, and him now. You know what I'm saying? I'm using that example because I see that you give compassion to everybody else but you. Allow me to tell you what you're really going through. Abby, you have been absolutely manipulated and abused. I'm not saying a single thing bad about him. I'm hoping for reconciliation. I'm hoping his ass will be one of these squares here next week. But what I'm not going to do is not keep it real. What happened to you? You're 8 months pregnant. Somebody left $1.8 million on your shoulders. They forced you to be both the man and the woman of the relationship. They didn't just judge you. They executed you effectively.
Mhm.
He literally marginalized you into a statistic. You're already a woman, that's a statistic. Then you're a brown woman, that's a statistic. Now you're a woman with multiple kids who is single with multiple baby fathers?
Him and my ex. Yeah.
Okay, multiple baby fathers, and now you're gonna have to one day go out back into the dating game with that, and people have an option not to deal with that. 1, 2, then you say, well, you know what? I'm not going to go through that, so I'm just not gonna date. I'm gonna throw my life on my kids, which also is not fair to you. It's not. And he marginalized you into a tax bracket. Do not get it twisted. The odds of you having economic overflow are against you. It's not impossible. You need somebody like me to get you out of this, but it's not impossible. But please know, when I leave you 8 months pregnant, I'm also saying, and take this financial situation you're about to be in. There is nothing about your situation that is fair. I'm going to mess with you every chance I get to tell you that you need to think around that, because that's my job. I'm your therapist. My job is to challenge your thinking by having you doing it. But that does not mean you have not been absolutely raked over the coals, left for dead. You can die from pregnancy complications, and nobody would be there to save you.
I've thought of that.
He understood what he was doing when he did it. So the mere fact that you act just like Antonio, and this is true, I'm not just using my name in this case, and you got to put everybody else's health before yours, is bullshit. It is attracting your money. It is causing you cancer you don't even have yet. But it's that. Because your body is not in an alkaline state, it's at an acidic state. Your nose has been running more, your eyes getting blurry, not just in the front, in the back and around. You get this phantom headache that you don't know what's going on. I know this because I am. Your fingers, the tip of your fingers are tingling every now and then. You got this limp that came out of nowhere. You got to walk it off from some extra steps, harder for you to get up. Even your breath in the morning. Like, that's not the same morning breath you're used to. This is different now because your body is toxic. And this man left you toxic with a toxic baby. And I told Deanna this. You're not going to like what I'm about to say, Fanny. But he made sure you're giving. Now, you're not going to like this, okay? In fact, let me not say it. Deanna, please tell her what I told you. He killed me when I said it.
Oh.
She got her son right in front of her. She said,
Yeah.
hold on, baby. Go outside real quick, baby. Go outside real quick, baby. Go outside real quick. Yes, go play real quick, baby. Go do some push-ups and a 2-mile run so mama can say this real quick. Yeah, well, because what I said was wrong, but it's not scientifically wrong and is weaponized against you. And he did this, and he did it on purpose. He did it on purpose. Just because I fall out with you doesn't mean I should fall out with my children.
That's what I think as well.
Okay, and what I'm trying to tell you is it's time for you to have compassion for yourself, not just him. But come on, Deanna.
Okay, I can talk now. Can you remind me?
Deanna, your son is a
Loser?
that's right. Now tell him the conversation.
A bastard?
No.
A loser.
Loser.
Yeah.
He forced you to give birth to a loser. I know you don't like that, but listen to the science. It's called epigenetics. Go ahead, Deanna.
Well, he was a loser. His, father was a loser. His father's father, his mother's mother, all down the line. And the same on my end. We all walked a certain path. So because of that, because nobody grew mentally in awareness or anything, I birthed the loser.
Right, because you was trying to be a single mother, wasn't you? And she.
I ain't want nothing to do with him.
If you don't sit up here and talk, now she's sitting up here all on this cross. All right, but hold on, I'm not done yet. And then you kept telling me, but I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do it. My son is my motivation. I was like, well, why are you still out here being a loser then?
Because my son was not my motivation.
Exactly.
It took me a while to get to that point. But yeah, my son he's not my motivation.
I meet women all the time. Nah, man, I'm a child of God. I'm saved. But you unhappy. You unhappy. You got a jacked up dating life. You got jacked up finances. And you don't even like where you live or what you drive. And all you did was teach your children that's okay.
Yep.
And here's the deal. The dominant society, well, not the dominant society, there's a fringe in the dominant society, to be very fair. They're using this. They've been doing it. Phil, what's the name of in New York, the immigration center? It's always been controversy. You go to New York and you.
Ellis Island.
That's it right there. That's it right there. They practice epigenetics in there. They pick and choose which immigrants they will bring in or let in through epigenetics. Don't just take my word. I don't need you to take my word. All I need you to do is just real quick before we get. Now I'm talking to Fabi and Deanna. Listen to me very well, man.
We're all familiar with the idea of inheritance and DNA. We're all familiar with the idea that the environment affects the development of the child. What we now realise is that these two are much more intertwined than we've known before, that the environment actually affects the DNA. And this is the new exciting science of epigenetics.
I'm going to pause this a few times. The environment actually affects DNA. So I need you to get that your child's DNA has been affected, period, point blank. 50% of his or her personality you're shaping, and he has shaped. It took me 7 years to get my 10-year-old to stop being a victim. My 5-year-old is still one. Because during those 2 pregnancies, and mama couldn't stand me. It took me 7, and I still ain't finished. I'm still rewiring. 5 years later, off a 40-week pregnancy.
The mice are agouti mice. One is kind of really much bigger and yellow, and the other one's much smaller and brown. Neither have a disease. They're the same species, but obviously they look really different. They've got the same DNA. They are genetically identical, so there's no reason genetically why they should have these differences.
Same diet, same birth.
Well, what we now realise is that changes to the DNA are possible, so-called epigenetic changes. That means on top of genetics.
The DNA has the instructions for how we function and how we're going to develop, but the epigenetics will change whether or not it's read and how it's read. So typically when we think of DNA, we think of a double helix, but actually DNA is tightly coiled around proteins called histones, and depending on the spacing between these histone proteins, that will determine whether or not the machinery that's going to read the DNA is able to access it. So obviously if you've got really nice spacing, the DNA in between the histones is able to be read. But if it's bunched together, you just can't get at it, and there's no way that the machinery can read the DNA and interpret the instructions that it contains.
There's more. Let me unearth that.
Please.
On top of the limitations you were already born with, your parents' behaviors shaped you more than your God has.
Watch yourself.
I knew you when you were in the womb. Yep, so did your parents' arguments. I formed you, I shaped you. So did your mama's personality. Don't be so quick. Skip steps, Fabby. Skip steps, Trinace. If you feel like, you know what, I am a victim, you know what, you sit with that. I didn't say be a victim in it. Anything you lean into, it dies. It becomes who you are. The reason why Trinace has severe control issues, she said it herself, this was her words, she's now nodding her head in the affirmative, is because Trinace don't lean into fear. She's scared to death of it. Because however she grew up, I don't know. when I guess that she's a processor, we never had this conversation. I do this for a living. When she grew up, Frida, somebody consistently who was in a life-saving position in her life nails her to the cross for being in that position consistently. My guess would be it would be her mother, because she doesn't have it. Oh, well, she just said it. So there you go then. I was going to say, or her first person she actually loved. It don't have to be necessarily be your boyfriend, but it could be at your 27. So it was her mother. Her mother showed her, every time you trust in me, I'm going to let you down. So watch this here. Trinace, do you trust people? So, and what would make you trust a person?
Consistency. Consistency gonna make me feel you out one way or the other. You consistently this way, this who you are. You consistently that way, that's who you are. Ain't no in between. You just that.
And how long would you say consistency needs to be done by said person?
A long time. Because I can't
trust
you.
Movable standard. That's a movable standard is what that is. And Phil, you gotta be consistent for this long. How long? When you get there, I'll move it just to see if you're consistent when I move it again. When you move it, if you say, yeah. When you move it 3 times, well, I'm gonna move it again. So I gotta test your consistency.
That's right. I gotta test you. I'm just saying, I gotta test you to see if I can trust you. I can trust you right here. Maybe I can trust you a little bit more, but no, you not know right away. Not know right away. My circle is small, and it's small because they had to earn my trust, and it took them a long time.
And what's the evidence for that? There is no evidence for that.
None.
You cannot prove this in a single court of law. What's the evidence against that? 50 million things. Is it habit or fact? Habit. Does it include all the information? Absolutely, it does not.
No.
Does it have all or none? Yes, it does. All or none means does it say things like this always happens to me every time, or all that stuff? All or none. These blanket statements.
So
Yes,
an absolute,
yes,
basically an absolute. So I fortunately don't operate in absolutes a whole lot anymore. Your test period may be a little bit different. I have a little bit more flexibility now than I did before.
That's because you're getting older and you might die tomorrow.
No, it's just, I mean, it's tiring to it's very tiring to be like, it's just tiring to be like that. And it's and I know it's an extreme, but I can, so this is how I do. I'll trust, this is how I do. I meet you, Antonio, and I trust you right away. And then when you fuck up that one time, you go from an A to a C, like real quick. And then it take you a long time to get that A again. But you start off with an A. That's it. It's you. Everybody start off with an A. But as soon as you fuck up, I'm telling you, that grade drop.
So let me Antonio Smith this up, Phil. As soon as you remind me of my mother, I put you in the category I got my mother in. The other said, "That's Trinae. Are we the same person?" Yes. Yes. Let's keep using Trinae as an example. Remember, y'all supposed to be filling y'all papers out, so we can't do everybody. Is it extreme or exaggerated? Both. BOF, Damali. BOF. It's a completely extreme. She didn't just exaggerate some details. She got extreme control issues. And then is it focus on just one piece? Yeah, she just went through a whole rant about that. Yes, the one piece is me. You got one chance to mess up, and you going down 9-letter grades. 9-letter grades. A plus, A minus. That's 3. B plus, B minus.
No, you don't know. It's not even like that. You go from straight up A plus down to C, like real quick. It ain't no
real quick.
No, it ain't no scales. That's just it. You may have
you
damn near
average. Average. Watch this here, y'all. Is the source dependable? No. No, the source. Who's the source in this case? Trinae. Is she dependable source on her fear? No. Is Fabi a dependable source on her anger? No.
So you should have did this part before. Well, I guess we needed the other part before we got.
That's why I had the ABC, because I needed you to be able to identify strongly them stuck points. I need to identify that.
I kept writing stuff down. I just kept writing stuff down. I just kept going back, writing stuff down. I was like, well, damn, there's something wrong with me.
See, look, and here's the deal. So again, is Fabi right? Yes. The reason why, because next week, we're going back to Ken Johnson. Probably, maybe not next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. I'm going to tell you when we're going to Ken. Because remember, Ken said, use me, it's all good. Remember, right? Is that still staying, Ken? I said, Ken, okay, he said it, right? That's what he said. So I'm going to show y'all where we going to get the Ken at. Well, I'm not going to show you yet, because I don't want y'all. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you. We're going to get the Ken on another letter. Right now we on D. You know, when you that angry, it affects your sex life. When you that controlled, it affects your sex life. How you do anything is how you do everything. I was talking to Trinae earlier because I'm helping out. Go ahead, Ken. Feel that. I was talking to Trinae earlier. She said something so profound, and it doesn't matter what she said because it's our business. But she said something so profound And she caught a revelation. She was like, damn, I'm realizing blank. And I was like, whoa, that is good. You know, I even told her, good job, good job. What I wanted to, I think I did tell her, I was like, yo, you're right. And that's how you've been showing up to every area of your life. You show up to your pastor that way. Mm-hmm. You show up to your kids that way. I love my kids. I would never. Lies. Remember, whatever life our kids are living, that's the life we showed them. So if baby girl is 33 years old, still living at home, so was you. But I wasn't living at home. I had been out on my own since I was 18. Okay, so you was with some man in a toxic relationship that didn't work out for you. You taught her how to live at home. The same way she's 33 and don't want to be at home or needs to be at home is the same way you was 33 with some relationship that you shouldn't have been in. And you taught her, you taught him, baby, when you get older, it's perfectly okay not to set healthy boundaries. It's perfectly okay not to love yourself for the greater good.
I have a question about the boundaries in a relationship. Yeah. Remember when I was telling you, obviously, you know that in my past, my whole life, I've been abused. And then I got in that one relationship where there was no abuse other than from my part to him for those 3.5 years. And after a few times of me realizing,
you probably would have messed that up. Yeah.
You
definitely would have messed that relationship up.
After a few times of me realizing he ain't fucking hitting me back, no matter what I'm doing, no matter me getting in his face, I eventually did stop. I did. And I just never, it was just a thing where I realized, oh, damn, this is what a relationship should be like. So he set boundaries. He set boundaries. Like, if you're putting hands on me, you say we should sleep together, whatever, you're putting hands on me, I'm going to go sleep in the living room. And I don't want you to go and chase me to come back in here because there's no point, so he set boundaries, whatever. Yeah. With Juan, any boundaries, standards, expectations I had, he's like, no, you're doing, like, everything came off of like jealousy, everything. He's like, you're crazy. Like, that's just too much. Like, you're trying to disrespect me. Like, everything was, and I'm like, oh, well, shit, he's right. Like,
oh, yeah, that's what your oppressor will always convince you that they're right.
Yeah. Like, I was like, wow, he's right. And my nanny, everybody would tell me, like, he's projecting on you. Like, he's manipulating. Like, I don't know if you and my nanny who sees everything, she's like, how is it that you're always wrong? You do everything wrong, but it's really him doing everything wrong, but you can't tell him, you can't call him out on anything. And I'm like, all right.
Have you evolved to the point yet to where you realize both of y'all took turns being the abuser?
Yes, I can admit that when I was in a relationship with him, I totally bent over backwards, sideways, frontwards, any which way he wanted me to, because I wanted it to work and because I really love him. That's not who I am.
But as soon as you were right though, and he was wrong, you pounced on that.
No.
Let's back up. Remember, I counseled you. I picked up a whole lot more than what I told you, okay? What I'm saying is that you've been an abuser your entire dating life.
I've been abused.
It's your own admission. Right. You've been abused your entire dating life.
Yes.
You've been abused before you were dating.
not just my entire dating life, my entire life.
And then your entire dating life, you became the abuser.
No.
And now, so let's define abuse. We know you did it to one dude who never abused you. So we'll move him out the way. Tell me what abuse is.
abuse can be anything as far as financial, emotional, physical,
True.
verbal, sexual,
True. So
mental.
let me get a good definition of abuse here right now. When the abuse is any relationship that only has two forms of power. You should absolutely write this down, everybody. This is the best way to understand it. Form of power number one, power over. Form of power number two, power to influence. These are the only forms of power in this relationship. This means, Trinace already said it, Fabi already said it, and many of you have already said it. I just don't say nothing because I'm letting you talk. Power over or power to influence. Remember, she just said, oh yeah, you're right. I shouldn't set healthy boundaries. You're right. Yeah, that was him having power over you, using his power to influence you to let him have power over you.
Yeah.
And he said that, but you did the same thing. So this is watch this here. Today's your perfect example of this. You said it so well earlier. I started to give you banana pudding or something. You said it so well earlier. And they said,
food,
I tell my grandma all the time, you know how I'm at. You know how I'm at. You know how I'm at, Grandma. I'll tell you right when I feel like it. Ain't that what you said, Trinace? That's power over. I don't give a damn if you're right. I got power over this situation, and we not gonna get along, Grandma, until I decide we will.
Yeah, I let her have it. If we ever in a conversation and I just let you have it, I say, okay, please believe I'm putting that in my Rolodex to review later at my time. Please believe that. We're not thinking about this right now. We could talk about something else because I might not think about that till next week, week after next. Not right now, not during this conversation. Because I got to control my thought process and you're not about to control it.
100%. So when you're in an abusive relationship, there's always power over, power to. Y'all have a problem with being called abusers, but abusers have a problem with being called abusers. Like a narcissist has a problem with being called a narcissist. And a racist has a problem with being called a racist. We don't like when people call us what we are. That's what it is. I got you tonight. So what I want you to understand, Fabi, is I'm not telling you you deserve any of this. I'm telling you tit for tat. As long as you had any form of tit for tat in your relationship, which you've already admitted multiple times on multiple days, that's abuse. Abuse. Imagine if, how is abuse, Antonio? Okay. Imagine if God treated you that way. Would you like it?
If God treated me what way? The way I treat him or the way that he treated me?
Either way. Either way. Imagine if God treated you the way he treated you, or the way Warren treated you, or the way you treated Warren. Either way, that's a messed up God. And I'm not even talking about like the standard of perfection. No. That's one hell of a bipolar God. You can't say it's not messed up. Just look at the harvest. I'm not saying you messed up. I'm saying your trauma brain is running your life, messing it up. See, y'all can't separate the two. It's going to take me 6 more weeks to tell Fabi, be easy on yourself, before she actually be easy on herself.
It's going to take a lot longer for me to admit that I was, I guess.
Did you did anything wrong to him? Right, exactly. We'll get to it. You do us a big favor holding your guns, okay? Like, let me be wrong. Hold your guns and you stick with what you're saying. And the good thing is, because I'm not trying to prove you wrong. But this is honest to God, y'all. Honest to God. Before anybody get upset. Before anybody get upset. Well, no, I know you, Fabi. I wouldn't use you if I had a problem. As a matter of fact, I actually stopped that. I absolutely stopped that. Because I was, anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use anybody who's going to have a problem, because then you run around, have a problem, and then you start talking about me. Like I'm making you make a fool of yourself publicly. That's not me. I don't argue. I don't argue. But just so we clear, hold on. It's it right here, Jerome. Challenging beliefs worksheet. Here's D. Here's E, which I'm covering, and then that's when we're gonna get to. That's when we're gonna get to. We getting the E with Ken. I'm not challenging you, Trinace. The worksheet is, not me. Did you show you again? I'm not the one telling you you full of shit. It's called Challenging Beliefs Worksheet. Is that fair? It's not me saying, well, I think I know everything. Tim.
I still don't like you. I don't care what this shit says.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. So the good thing is y'all are the right people. That's why y'all gonna get a new set of phones. Anything, so we can limit who comes, because I only need the folk who want to change. This happens every year though, so it's okay. It happens every year. We're down to 50%, about 59%, down to 59% of how the class started. I expected that. And it's always the people who think they're perfect, who have the illusion of being perfect, whose social media profiles say they're perfect, and they build their brands off being perfect, that got the most jacked up lives. Because you avoid your trauma and your terribleness by pretending to be perfect. Go ahead, go ahead, Jamal. Oh, he might have. I need it by accident. Oh no, his audio went away. Okay. Let's think for a moment.
Antonio.
Give me 2 minutes. Yes, sir. Okay, you then Trinace.
I was just thinking, what you were just saying. And I remember, when me and the missus were together, when we separated, it was about 7 years before actually, she didn't reach out to me, I reached out to her. And I remember when I did reach out to her, we hadn't talked in 7 years. And it was funny, because we talked and we, me being me, we were laughing and this, it was like old friends meeting again. And I remember I sat down with her, and I remember how I felt when she left me. And I told her, I said, you know what? I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. I don't wish any harm or anything on you. And I told her, I said, as a matter of fact, I said, when I look at things now, I say, it wasn't all your fault. I said, I gave as good as I got. And I was cool with that. And I told her, I said, I gave as good as I got. I said, for a long time, I walked around feeling, hurt over this and this and this and that. And true, there got to a point where, sometimes you could be abusive and don't even realize. I grew up in the abuse. I watched every household in my family where the men were that way. My mother's marriage was very abusive, and I got beat up a lot trying to help her. And I didn't realize when I got married, I actually followed in the same footsteps as my mother, as we talking about the DNA, everything that happened in my marriage happened in my mother's marriage. And it took a long time for me to even realize that I was repeating the history. So, when I finally realized is after that long hiatus of us not speaking to one another, it's just one day, I got bold and I admitted the truth to myself. And, and when we talked and I chose to forgive and let all, because I needed to, it was eating me up. And I just told her the truth. I said, it wasn't all your fault. And I had stopped doing all the madness because I realized during the marriage, during the, how you say it, the wrongs of my ways. But when I stopped doing all the madness, she didn't. And it was like karma came back to kick my ass because she was doing things and doing them 10 times worse than what I had ever thought to do. So it was like, whoa, I didn't do you like that to deserve all this. But in the end, I did, I was honest enough to say, hey, I forgive you. And I gave as good as I got. And I don't blame you for anything. And I just left it at that.
Thank you. You gave me another thing to talk about. I didn't do all that to deserve all of this. Got a typo, but we make it work. Thank you so much, John Calloway. Come on, Trinace.
Well, I will say, because I let my children talk when I wasn't allowed to talk, they'll tell me some truths about me, and I'll kind of listen to them because they know me. They watch me go through things. They watch behaviors. And where I am right now, not just based on my personal development, the things that I invest in, I definitely would say is because of them. Where in the past I was doing stuff for them, now I'm at a level where I do because of the things that they say and see about me. So they have watched me go from who I was when they were little kids to who I am as, to me, now a grown woman, and they are grown people watching me. So this whole process right here, I think everybody should go through. Yeah, it's process. Everybody should be going through this if you indeed want to improve in your life, period.
Right, and most people do not. Especially most of the people who sit there, I ain't even say prim and pretty, they don't want to change their life. They want to have the illusion of being, that's what they want. Let me address these two comments briefly. Let me start with I don't deserve this because I didn't do all that. That right there. This is an easy one to address. It's abusive. It's one of those sneaky ways John Calloway was saying, I didn't even know I was abusive. No, he said sometimes you could be abusive, don't even know. Because let me tell you, to throw up in somebody's face how good you've been is almost always abusive. There are times in which you can pull this off, but they slim. They're slim. Imagine if every time you prayed, oh God, wait, hold on, Fabby. I've been good to you. This is God talking. Like, why you always got to tell me how good you been, God? We know you been good, right? Come on now, right? If God had to always prove how good He's been to you, you wouldn't believe He's been good to you. This is fair. This is just critically thinking about the crap that we say.
Sorry, I need to hurry up and call back in. I accidentally hung up my phone, and we don't know how long.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we need to jump right on this, Grace. Hold on. Immediately, Grace. Say something smart, Grace.
It'll be like Deanna, something smart, Grace. Yeah.
Oh God.
Goodness.
Oh boy.
Man, this call is a doozy. Woo.
I think we got this like week 3, huh?
Uh-huh.
I told you 6.
Good grief. I'm losing track.
I like to share something because I feel kind of good about what happened and how I respond.
Yes, that's perfectly fine, Papa J. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Say it again, Damali.
So I want to share something that I what happened and how
Yes,
I responded. I'm kind of proud of.
Come on. Good. We got to hear this. Come on. With this praise report, they already clapping for you.
So one of the things my A that I have wrote down was that, my husband, complains about me sometimes, like for stuff that I don't agree. Is like, what the heck, what you tripping? Anyway, and so I tell myself that, he's always judging me, and then it makes me feel angry and, unappreciated and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so last week I asked him a question. I was like, hey, can you guys, because he has a routine with the kids where they fold clothes on Sunday, and they didn't do it last week. And I was like, hey, can you guys fold clothes today? And he was like, and he started fussing immediately about some time during the week. I had changed the load cycle from what he set it on when he was on his way out the door. He noticed that I changed it while he was downstairs, and it made him feel angry. And he stopped helping with the laundry for the whole week, and it piled up because he didn't do what he was normally doing for the week. And then he was just fussing. And so he was like, you made me so angry because you made me feel so stupid when you do that. And it's like, I was like, usually I'd be like, instantly like, oh my God, why are you so angry? Like, I usually would be like, my feelings would be hurt and I'd be having tears in my eyes. And in my mind, I was like, man, here goes this trauma. I'm gonna let him just get it on now.
Good.
And he just fussed, and then he was like, but anyway, it's okay. At the end, he was like, but anyway, it's okay. Yes, baby. We're gonna fold the clothes. And I was like, okay.
That's so good. Y'all clap for her. That's so good. That's so good. No, that's it. That's it.
Yes.
That's so good. That's so good. Nah,
And then I had to recognize that, okay, yes, you do, like, you do have a history of correcting him, and that's where that comes from. Like, he always feels like,
okay. That's what I was trying to. That's what me and the family was getting understanding. She finally got the understanding. You know what I'm saying? But that's that. Since I'm always doing this, that's why this is coming back up.
So when he started fussing, I started listening to what he's saying to see, like, okay, yeah, I can understand why he's feeling that way. Like, because I used to always correct him, and I've been really working on not correcting him and my kids too.
Well, you wouldn't just correcting him. You made him feel stupid. Listen to what he told you.
Exactly.
Changing a button, a dial, made him feel stupid. So what you have to do is casually one day pay attention, watch a movie, and he brings something up, or he already told you of who else made him feel stupid back in Nigeria. Because that's what you're paying for. Because if he's blowing up for feeling stupid, that's not new.
Right.
He has no healthy boundaries around feeling stupid. He has triggers and pain points and stuck points. That means him feeling stupid is a deal breaker. The deal breaker. We were talking about that last week. Y'all remember? It's a deal breaker for him.
And so here is all of the conflict in my marriage, because I am highly analytical. Like, I think through things. So when we talk about stuff, he's talking, I'm going, oh, you know what? I'm thinking, I'm talking. And he's like, you're telling me my idea is stupid. And I'm like, we're just having a conversation. This is a high point of the conflict in our marriage.
I used to have this problem. Let me bless you. Okay. Let's back up real quick. I need to explain to y'all the law of attraction as it goes into relationships. Since Trinace is controlling, she will only pick a man who is in extreme control. Because the truth is, since she lacks control, since she's so full of fear, the law of attraction, it looks like the opposite, but it's not. The law of attraction says She longs for fear. She's vibrating at control. Since she don't have control, she's vibrating. I wish I had more control. I wish I had more control. And since she can't get more control, she picks a mate who is in more control. That mate just happens to control her. I'm going to end with that. That's why I said remind me to bring this back up. Savvy is short. Therefore, she's going to date a man taller than her because she longs for the experience of tall. Since she can't grow, she attracts tall. All right, you get there, you get there.
And you know what's funny? John and I are the same.
No, good.
We're the same height.
See? Maybe he was tall in stature and confidence or something, right? Or maybe you just fell in love with somebody who wouldn't you tight, right? That's possible too, right? Exactly.
I was
right? Exactly.
totally opposite of my exes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That happens. That happens for sure. Damali, Sam, all his life wanted to be smart. But he can't be smart. Now, I'm not saying he can't. I'm talking about what he thinks. So what does he do? He go find a woman who is what he longs to be. And then what he wants to be the most crucifies him by exercising her gift. So Damali's damned if she do, damned if she don't. So damn, you want me to listen, but you want me to shut up. I don't shut up too well. You need to go get, you know what? Go get these extra wives. Let these bitches shut up. Damali, was that okay? All right.
I can't stand you.
I don't mean to say it this way. I'm just trying to jump into her. I'm not saying women are bees. That's not what I'm saying, Tracy. I'm saying that trauma would be like, go get one of them since you understand. So let me hide behind them so I can relax. Then if she do that, if she don't. But then if she don't give her ideas, then she don't care. Yeah, I gotta see her.
That's my life. That is my life. That is my life. So I'll be like, okay, and be quiet. It's like you don't want to talk. It's like you don't want to say anything. It's like, should I say something?
If you say too little, he gonna cheat or threaten to cheat. If you say too much, he gonna cheat or threaten to cheat. Either way, here it is. It's a catch-22. So what must you do in this situation? You go challenge these thinking and you start saying, the same thing you did, Damali. Oh, that's that trauma, right? Let that come out. And then you go, hey, that's a great idea. And then you start taking your big brain and then you feed it to him like it's his ideas. Ooh, baby, you know what? I remember you was talking about this a while ago, and you had mentioned, and you gonna say some of your smart ass idea you got, and be like, remember you mentioned that? Yeah, you was talking about it. You was with such and such and such and such. And you was talking about it, and you had went to that class. And remember in that class they had mentioned that? Man, I would love to see what you would do with that. And that's the only way out of that. And if you don't think it's true, when you unmute your mic, please, you already know who I'm talking to. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face.
What you talking about, please?
If you don't think that's true, I can assure you that damned if I do, damned if I don't. And the only way it changed, she changed it about herself. Y'all not hearing me. It didn't change. She changed. But she could only change when I stopped hitting that trigger. Okay. Y'all don't even know, because he walks real tall. She's got a GED. She proofread my papers. True. She got you. Hey, write this for me. Do this for me. Do this. Do all that stuff. Synergy now. But before, anything I did was intimidating. Because I said it today. I said, come on, no, I'm trying to.
I still have moments, and I have to remind myself who I am, because I mean, dude has a master's. All I got is a GED. Like,
in fairness, y'all, I was on my way to University of Houston to get my doctorates in mathematics to become a quantum physicist.
GED.
I was going to be a theoretical quantum physicist. I was getting my
freaking
doctorates in mathematics. I was two steps away from being enrolled. Oh, you a millionaire? Oh shit, I ain't going to school. That's exactly how it happened. I kid you not. I was on my way to get a doctorate to make a future for myself, John Calloway. Oh no, you made $1 million. Oh well, shit. If I graduated my master's December 2015, so it makes sense me trying to enroll for the summer semester. I found out I'm not. I ain't did my taxes by April. I'm good. We ain't never going to school again. We ain't never going to school again. You know what I'm saying? Keep going there. I just want that to relate.
what helped me was Antonio said something to me, and it reminded me who the hell I was. Antonio is not impressed easily. Period, point blank. Not. You got to do a lot for him to actually vocalize the words, I am impressed.
I'm grateful. I ain't gonna be impressed.
And he told me one day, he said, you actually impressed me. I was like, wait a minute. What you talking about? He said, the fact that you got as far as you did with a GED was very impressive.
Yeah.
And when he said that, it dawned on me.
And I went to great detail, Damali, of all the ways I was impressed too. I had a whole bunch of details. Keep going.
And I went, bitch, you is smart. I had to have this conversation with myself because I easily shrink if I consider someone greater than me.
Where'd you get that from your mama? You get that from your mama.
I think we are the same person.
Yeah. You get that from your
I
mama.
am.
Grace, you get that from your mama. Just in a different way.
Okay, because I was like, Mama don't shrink. Mama thinks she's just as smart as everyday about it. But I think my dad.
And Mama towers over everybody.
Which means she also towers over you.
Right.
And the person who actually act like your mama is your sister, not you.
Right. I act like my dad.
You act like your daddy.
Yeah.
I know.
So by accidental default, by unintended side effect, her mama gave it to her. Because the standard of strength in Grace's eyes is not her daddy. It's her mama.
Mm-hmm.
But she don't act like her mama. Mm-mm. So she not strong.
Mm-mm.
Y'all gonna get this one day, man. Finish up the other. I'm gonna do these closing thoughts and then we out of here.
So, and he
take your time.
Years ago, he told me stop shrinking in front of people. And every now and then he still has to remind me, because if I feel like you know more than me, I shrink and I become the beta, but I'm the alpha. So when he told me that day, because I used to tell people all the time, I just look like this. Like I just look like this little girl who don't know nothing. Like I just look like this, but I pay a lot of attention to a lot of stuff. I just don't open my mouth a lot. But when he said that to me, it reminded me who I was. It reminded me the hours of research I did. It reminded me how I know how to go find what I need. It reminded me that, no, you're not stupid. I know words that I didn't learn in school. You know, it reminded me to stop shrinking. And every now and then he'll have to remind me, but yeah, that every time he would say something to me, I shrunk and I felt stupid as hell. I felt dumb as all outdoors. Like, dude got a master. He knows more than I know. You know, so let me just shut up and sit here and be quiet. Let me be seen and not heard.
Here I am with a master's going, this shit ain't nothing. Like, I wasted my time, and all that stuff like that. She got that from the mama, fear criticism. I tell you, why I tell her, don't do this, don't shrink. So we went, this is the first time I interacted with a mama. I don't know if y'all know about me, but Trinace, Devali, I act like this all the time. I'm actually worse 101. That's why I can't fools with me. I'm actually worse 101. Okay, just to be clear.
Worse.
I get more raw 101. I don't change for nobody. So I didn't meet her mama. I didn't want to.
He ain't lying. And he met the mama, the grandfather, and the grandmother all in one day. So he met the tree that the seed came from.
Devali, in about 4 years, I'm going to tell you what happened, Otis. This is what happened. First time me disrespected me. Oh, healthy boundary time. Say your ass right there. You will be just fine. And I kept it that way. You got it. Am I lying?
No. Oh, wait. No, I lied, y'all. That wasn't the first time he met my mom. He didn't meet my grandfather and grandmother at the same time. He met my mom like years before, because when he started $50 Scholar, my mom had actually just gotten her master's in business, and he was going to bring her on as a teacher. So that was the first time he met my mom.
Yeah, I'm like, she gonna try to front on me. First off, I own this. Secondly, you just caught up with me in education. Watch out. So hear me out. I promise you, give me 5-6 minutes. We out of here. I'm trying to show you something. I didn't care. Oh no, I wasn't mad. No. I'm exactly what you say. I keep it real. I do. Tell you what. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna. Clearly, you like a man. You can run. I ain't the one. And in fairness, her mother has married 2 beta men. I ain't one. And to be honest with you, I am an alpha, but I'm not an alpha. I'm actually a sigma, but that's a different story. I don't know if y'all know about that. Okay, Devali does. I'm actually a sigma man, all right? But anyway, so here's the deal.
I'm gonna need you to send that article over for me about what a Sigma man is, so I can understand.
Okay.
Yeah, because you leaving people on the dark. Like, what's only the person like the body don't know?
Yeah, that's why me and Freeman get along. You feel me? Yeah, that's why we get along. To think of an alpha and the most intellectual type, I don't need to fool with none of y'all mixed together. It's why. Well, anyway, I'm running out of time. Fabby got Vienna sausages to fry. I'm running out of time. So I say, look. So then we finally met, Tracy a few years ago. No, last year, something like that. This is how it happened, Tracy. Playing spades. But I walked in with my same shoulders the way they roll, Jerome. You know what it is. Nah, her grandpa is OG, triple OG. Black Mafia. Black Mafia, long money. The longshoreman, long money.
Mm-hmm. He got the he had that plant money and that in that entrepreneurial money.
Grandpa, he owned multiple big business. He built the construction the janitorial company for the Texas City plants. If y'all don't understand that, Texas City plants gives America like 70% of all this oil. Just so we're clear.
He had the contract to clean them.
He like Ken Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So imagine Ken Johnson 20 years older.
And that was just one of his businesses.
Yeah, on the cane. So check this out. So we sit there. I meet everybody. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm actually saying, hey, that's just goddamn fine with me. I'm gonna sit. This was it. This what happened. I sat down, kid. I had me a good time, Otis. Showed you here. You want a beer? I sure do. Hand me one of them. So do. I'm not gonna let you.
He's so messy.
I'm not finna let me have a bad day. You out your mind. And then I'm sitting here. She's sitting here. So we not like no. Yeah, right. And they fooled around. Let's play some cards. And I immediately went in my head. I'm not playing no damn cards.
Specifically
no cards.
Right? It was spades.
And I say, well, spades. I say, well, okay, I play spades. Hold on now. I play spades. And then they said, y'all want to play teams? Y'all want to play teams? And I said, yeah. So I can't say nothing. And she said, well, won't you and her be on team? I say, well, ma'am, thank you. I said, no.
I'm not going to ruin my relationship behind some cards. Because spades is dangerous.
Yeah. If you ain't no spade player, then you don't feel that statement.
And spades will have your relationship. Listen, spades
That's
and
right.
Uno.
That's right.
Spades and
That's
Uno.
right.
You put her on the other side, please. On the other side, please.
And me and my mama ended up being on team.
I watched fire fly out them elbows. I ain't give a damn, Otis. I'm not trying to run nothing, but I'm not about to be run either. And look, this is when it all changed. Look, she had a chance to cut me, like a super duper cut, and it was like on my ace. On my ace, if she cut, it set us. We was going blind 7 next hand. You hear me? We going blind. Forget blind shit. We going blind 7 next hand. And she looked up. Lily, she looked up at me. And then, everything was. I said, you better cut me. That's what I said. I said, you better cut me. Nah.
Yeah.
I don't do no loser stuff. You take my throat off.
That's right.
You understand? You take my whole throat off, and then you brag about it when you're done. Then you make sure.
Very loud. My mother could hear.
Well, I wasn't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I just understood we not fit to shrink. That's why I brought this story up. We not about to shrink, and we're not about to use spades to do so. Now you take my head off, you mess up this whole game, and then when you cut, your elbow needs to lock upon cutting. I need to see the lock. You understand? And it was right there. Old grandma. Oh, well, maybe ain't that bad. I'm strong. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's something else happened outside. And then when she popped out, I almost took somebody's head off.
I remember.
Messing with her seed. She was like, "Oh, I like him. I like him. Oh yeah, okay, yeah."
She actually took up for because it
don't even matter. The details is irrelevant.
He straight kept somebody else behind that one, that little chocolate man right there in front of the red screen. And my mama don't do that to people she don't like. She don't defend people. She defend family.
My point is, Fabi, I'm talking to a couple of y'all. I'm telling Trinace, don't shrink. Don't let that fear. Because that fear would have gave you attitude. Let's go. I ain't going nowhere. Hand me this disc. Run me these cards. I'm going nowhere. I'm gonna have a good time. I got you, Pat. If you give me 3 minutes, I am out of here. I promise you. We having a good time. I'm not gonna catch my attitude because you got attitude. Remember that. First off, I don't argue. You're doing it by yourself. Who I also try and teach y'all too. So that's the don't shrink sign. The other side is people gonna make their opinion about you. Ain't no sense in you changing. You changing for what? You are what you are. You gonna like me 5 years from now, or you not. I might as well show you what I'm gonna act like 5 years from now today. Because you're not getting nothing else. You're not getting nothing else. And then Trinae said something so great. She said, my son said, I give people too many opportunities. When I'm done with y'all, this sentence won't make sense to Trinae no more. It won't. To Trinae no more will it make sense. Because she's only going to attract people who ain't going to play with her. You ain't gonna have to give people chances because they're not gonna play with you. Just at the same way I wouldn't play with her mama. I don't know what men you used to dealing with. Don't let this age fool you. They playing them games by them. I'm not playing a game with you. Because I will go another 4, 5 years without talking to you, no problem. And I got a minute and a half left. John Kelly, I was so serious about it. Oh, should come over Thanksgiving. Nope. So not. If you're not going to respect me for 364 days, I'm not going to pump and circumstance with you for one.
Ooh.
Damn. 2 years in a row. Did I?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'll be right here, cuz. Y'all have a good one. When you got, I got 45 seconds left. When you got this trauma stuff in order, see, my trauma's so clean. When you do dumb stuff, by you, I mean second person plural, it don't bother me. See, when you walk around with trauma all day, you empty as hell. So you gotta throw the slugs. You gotta talk that shit loud enough so I can hear you. You gotta slam the dishes so I know you mad.
Yeah, what you got?
When you got your trauma stuff together, none of that matters. That's what we trying to get at. Slam your dishes. You're slamming them by yourself. Talk loud enough where I can hear you. You're doing it by yourself. Because as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, and the Lord ain't got no damn attitude problem. Neither will I. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat. No, different bat channel.
Hey, that's
Yes.
my phrase.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Thank you, Fabi, for hanging in there. All right, everybody. All right, Trinace, you keep doing a good job. All right, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love
you
you
more.
more. Love you more.